Well, talk about your 4 pillars first and what those are.
Yeah. So in the focus program, we have which is in Coeur d'Alene, in our practice, and what we teach other chiropractors about and how to facilitate that. The first 2 pillars are what I call the clinical pillars, and that is chiropractic. So improving the input and organization of the information coming into the brain. That's really important because when we're talking about brain development, we know that the brain is not fully developed at birth. We know that the brain has to move through this trajectory of growth, bottom up, back to front, inside out, right to left. I tell people, think of it like just a flower opening up. And so we know that trajectory or that growth is impacted and influenced by the information being sent into the brain from our environment and from our outside of our body through the nervous system, up through the spinal cord, up to the brain the brain stem that's just the midbrain to the front of the brain, and we start growing and wiring and connecting. So just like we all know that, if we don't have appropriate touch or sound or light or these types of things, meaning we're altering the sensory experience, the sensory input being fed to the brain of a newborn, if that's altered and we're not getting the right amount or it's not organized in the right way, we're not doing that. That's why it's important to hold our babies and sing to them and talk to them and all of that. And we all know this. If that's altered in some way, that can alter the way that the brain moves through that development. Therefore, it can alter the architecture of the brain, right? Later in life. We know this. This is knowledge that is known.